concentration, good help tied together, and that's what's allowed them to get 2 wins here.
And Jalen Hill with the first bucket of the game.
He's more precise pace.
Here is Smith, 12.5 per game to lead the Bruins. Banks in this one. It's a long 2. He always among the top 25 or so in the country in defensive categories. A backdoor cutter will produce the first bucket of the game for the Ducks. It's Shakur Houston. Rebound Duarte. Chris Duarte put up some stat line the other night in their win against USC. Pritchard buries his first shot, gives Oregon its first lead.
Hot potato, transport the ball through the air. They look for one another in transition and take those opportunity threes.
The freshman Jaime Jaque has really been coming on for the Bruins.
I think the defense and the rebounding has been a bonus, and his mental toughness, a tenacious competitor.
Duarte goes baseline, and our references stat line.
Attacking the rim. And good things happen when you're aggressive.
David Singleton around it out from 3. Offensive rebound, Hill. He goes back up and in.
2 of 2 this afternoon.
Duarte. Got it. Top in the glass so far. Good anticipation from Duarte. Coming off the 8-steal performance the other night. He's already got 7.
Kobe Bryant had a close relationship with UCLA. Early in his career in particular, a lot of hours spent probably pavilion in the men's gym.
Pritchard from way outside. Boy, this is what they do in this building, though. That 3 short. The run right now is 10-0 for the Ducks. Pritchard trying to extend it. Bursting ahead and laying it in.
And Dana Altman, his stewardship, so steady, his adjustments within a game and game to game over the course of the season could be a difference.
That's
dramatic crunch time shots.
Here's a steal from Houston, and Shakur will lay it in with a foul.
And UCLA, without Tiger Campbell in the game, doesn't really have a traditional point guard.
There's Will Richardson with the left hand. UCLA trying to figure things out, down 15 now. Kyman turning the corner, outside for a Bernard 3. One of his best career games came against the Ducks last season.
And then what you're left with sometimes is launching rockets, which plays into Oregon's hands.
Duarte knocks it down.
Continues to develop. Some emerging players with upside continue to get better as the season goes along.
The starting lineup again today, his 3rd consecutive start after he came off of the bench for the first couple of months of the season. Here's Duarte, dribbling, shooting, hitting. 18th Bruin turnover. They've already matched their season average for the game, and there's still 5 minutes left in this first half. Richardson tries a 3, and it falls because Nick Cronin knew that he was getting himself into this. He knew that it would be a young bunch. They had to replace their top 3 scorers from last year.
In the big win against the Huskies on the road, and that's how he carved out a role, got into the rotation as a result of that game.
Bernard back the other way. Under 10 to shoot as Richardson gives it off to Duarte. He's got the kind of confidence to launch it from out there. He'll try, and why not? Pritchard left alone. Got it. Everybody that they've sent through this program and lost off of some good teams through the years. I mean, they lost 8 players.
And while they've recruited well, it's not as though they've been North Carolina, UCLA, Kentucky in terms of one lottery pick after another. He's a flexible and kind of open thinker when it comes to his approach to coaching.
Kyman for 3. He's on pace for a whole lot more. Jaquez lobs it inside to Riley. Good catch and finish. Lost that game in overtime. That is not to say that UCLA is about to rally from down 22, only to say that crazy things have happened between these teams.
Almost leads to another turnover, but the deep corner, a bad place to catch the ball against the press. Why? Because it changed in terms of how quickly you can get back into a game, and also the shot clock, I'd say, is the second factor.
There's Hill left alone for the slam, and the first Bruin into double figures. You on board for a quadruple double today?
Yes.
Does that sound like any fun?
Absolutely.
Houston, his 2nd bucket of this second half.
Green light and get a high percentage look. Tiptoeing there under the basket along the baseline.
Kyman catch and shoot into double figures for the freshman.
than he is with those catch and shoot opportunities.
Bodies crash into the floor. Chris Smith comes out with it. Numbers for the Bruins. Jaquez and the foul. Back-to-back possessions where Bruin freshmen see in the effort. He's put in a lot of work on it.
And this is an example. They're chipping away gradually at the deficit. Good in terms of his footwork, broad shoulders, coming up strong.
Singleton for three. His first make. And you're right. Now Richardson trying to get free with a jab step. 5 to shoot. He drives it, turns, and gets it to drop. That's a nice touch.
It's an interesting prospect as we see another turnover for the Bruins.
Pritchard off to Duarte.
Downhill for the Ducks. Get a good one or continue to attack.
Jewson finds Mathis. His three is there. For us? Oh, I know.
It has to be the 49ers.
Yeah, right.
I grew up in San Francisco. Through the Brody years, Steve DeBerg, eventually Joe Montana, Steve Young, but there were some from Bill Walsh. Actually, Bill Walsh talked to one of our teams in 2002 before the NCAA tournament, gave a little motivational talk.
Tip follow from Jewson. And so Oregon has stemmed the tide and extended the lead back to 23. Singleton got it.
Wow.
Opportunity. Smith. Smith buries a three. Smith with 5 now, coming off that 15-point performance against Oregon State on Thursday. Pritchard working hard in the lane. He gets it to drop.
Any area without confidence. Now, the confidence has to come from reps, from mastery, from work. But,
and his old high school teammate, Anthony Mathis, has been quiet the last few, but he's got 2 threes today. Thing hangs in the air forever, and of course Duarte's waiting for.
boy, active and aggressive, the Ducks there.
14 steals for Chris Duarte the last 2 games.
We played that one, speaking of football, in the Super Bowl, like a defensive back.
Richardson and 1. Richardson finished off a 3-point play, 14 for him. One of 3 players for the Ducks with at least 14. Kyman gets 2 more.
It's another this year, but down the line in his career at UCLA.
Something Mick Cronin has hammered home with him lately to show that it's in there. And a 3 for Singleton. His 3rd triple of this second half.
That change of pace, right? The unexpected.
Yes. Bernard, good hands and a good finish.
They collapse. So that daylight or airspace or driving lane suddenly closes down.
Cody Riley.
To sustain that level.
Pritchard lays it off. There's Lawson. And every player that's played for Oregon has now scored today.
And so younger players often don't understand how important footwork is.
Lawson, what a feed that time. And Lawson finishes it off on a dime dropped in there by Pritchard.
Just the winning decisions has put the Ducks in this position to have a fantastic season.
Patterson, tough finish. He's a high schooler at West Lynn, 4 years, 4 state championships.
That's why he's a legend in the state of Oregon, not just dating myself.
Wow, look at that take from Addison Patterson.
That'll be reviewed a few times in the film study tomorrow. Mick Cronin.
Here, his first shot attempt today won't go. Back inside the hill. Lashinsky tries it again from close range and gets it. Everybody chasing Stanford. Still with a long way to go in this Pac-12 journey in 2020.
You know, UCLA giving up the most points they have all season at 96. But that can happen in Eugene against the Ducks.